Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Hopefully everybody is doing okay. You know, sometimes we don't have the best days, but hopefully we all doing okay. Hey, we woke up. So we're gonna start our men. First of all, let me say, men, come on in the room. Come on. Don't be scared. We're not gonna talk about you. We're not gonna talk bad about you. Come on in the room. Okay? And women, come on, let's be nice. We're gonna have a good, open, and honest conversation. That's how I like to do it here on my channel. We like to have an open and honest conversation. But before we get into the video, we need to open our video with a song. Y'all ready, ladies? Y'all ready, men? Because I got men in my village too. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Let's sing. Because together we can do anything. Where we can be ourselves with no shame. So come join the village with Remix. Let's talk about it. And just take away the stress. Just talk about it. Get it off your chest. Just talk about it. No fussing, no cussing, no false self-image. Because we don't have that in the village. Let's talk about it. Come on and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, here we go. Let's talk about it. Let's sing. Because together we can do anything. Where we can be ourselves with no shame. So come join the village with all things Lisa. Don't forget the W. Did you like it, man? If you're new to the channel, did you like it? That's our village anthem. I made that song when I created the name for all of our subscribers. The subscribers are the village. So that's our village anthem. Okay, enough of that. I wrote some notes down. As a matter of fact, I even got me a cup of coffee, y'all. Yes, just the L for Lisa. Hold on for a second, excuse me. Okay, now we can talk. I wrote some notes down because I didn't want to forget anything. You all, I do sound. I be aging myself, don't I? But that's okay. I thought about this, and I thought about this actually a couple of days ago, because I think it is so very true about us as women. Sometimes because of the experiences that we've had in the past with men, and sometimes those experiences could be very, very horrific experiences. They could be traumatic experiences. Sometimes just bad experiences, real life experiences with men. Because of those experiences, women, we can do what we don't like people to do to us as females. We don't like people to do to us as black women. For instance, let me say this. Racism, you know, say for instance, you have some really bad experiences, real, true experiences with another race. And you don't have one experience, you have a few experiences with this particular race. What tends to happen then is that because of all these bad experiences we had with this particular race, we lump that whole race of people all in together. We lump it together and we say, you know, black people are like this, white people are like this, Mexican people are like this, whatever the race is. But you see what I'm saying? Because of some bad experiences we've had with a particular race, then we say the whole race is this, which is not fair. And it's prejudice and racism in itself. Now, I'm taking that analogy to say about men. Sometimes we've had some really bad experiences with men, right, women? It's the truth. And some of us have had several bad experiences with men. And that's not taking no dig, but you know, throughout your life, you're older, you've had boyfriends, husbands, fiancés, whatever it be. And it's like, what is going on with men? So you take those experiences that you've had with these men and you lump all men in together and say, men ain't no good. they're just not any good. They low down. And we say they, like the whole gender is just horrible, and that's not true either. And I thought it was so important to have this conversation because I particularly know that there are some awesome, solid brothers. And when I say brothers, don't get me wrong and think that I'm talking about only black men, because I'm not. When I say brothers, I'm talking about white, Chinese, Spanish, black. I'm talking about, in this particular, I'm talking about all men. Really, if you think about it, all of us are brothers and sisters because we came from, God created us through Adam and Eve, but we don't want to talk about that, okay? But really, you think about it, we're all brothers and sisters. So when I speak of brothers, I'm talking about all men. I know some awesome, awesome men, wonderful husbands, wonderful fathers. Oh, you talking about good sons to their mothers? I know them. They exist, ladies. And so what I don't want to continue to do, because when I talk about anything on this channel, I'm talking to the people who are looking, but I'm also talking to me. I always work. YouTube has been a really, it's been a blessing to me. Because, the reason why I say it's been a blessing, it has helped me to work through things. It helped me to see things, helped me to open up, helped me to it just helped me to open my eyes to a lot of things. And one of the things is that I too have had some disparaging comments about men in general, lumping them all together, when really it's not fair. So what I'm going to do today, I want to, I'm just looking at my notes real quick. I want to ask the women, we're talking about good men. Now, this is the disclaimer. This is a disclaimer. There are some low life, good for nothing men out here. I'm just being honest. And the men who are looking at this video, and you are a good one, you know I'm not lying about some of these people that you know. Some of your some of your buddies, some of your uncles, some of your nephews, cousins. You know this. You know the stories. I'm not just making this up. Some of them can be something else. But today we're talking about the good ones. And hopefully we're talking about you. So let's do this. This is for you men. I got you. Just sit down and listen. I got you. And women, pay attention, okay? Myself included. Pay attention. A lot of times we're so hard on our spouses. We're so hard on our fiancés, or, boyfriends, whatever it is. And hopefully it's a boyfriend. You ain't gonna be no boyfriend too long, okay? But we're so hard on them because it's almost like we expect perfection out of them. I was married for many years, almost 30 years. But with that same, like I mentioned before in this video, with that same man for way over 30 years. And there was issues. There were issues. If I'm honest, there were issues. But then there were also some times that I could have done better as well. So let me just ask this. Based on my experiences, some of the things that I didn't have, let me ask you women. When you get sick, can you depend on your husband to make you a cup of coffee, make you some tea, go get you some medicine, or go to the doctor with you? When you get sick, can you depend on him? Can you see his face? If you don't see nobody else's face, can you see his face? Yeah, that's a good one. Sometimes we take that for granted because so many of us, even as single, I'm a single woman now. If I'm sick, I'm just sick over here. Ain't nobody bringing me no cup of coffee or making me no tea. I'm simply sick. And for years, being honest, If I got sick, the kids got sick, it was me. I had to get up, take care of your babies, take care of yourself. Still got to get up because I didn't have nobody that I could, count on when I got sick and couldn't do things. So number one, if you get sick, you got to go to the hospital. You in the hospital. Who was there? Sometimes you may not have a relative to show up, but who was going to be there? Yeah. Think about that. Number one. Another thing. When you finances, you're trying to figure things out, or you in it by yourself, or you trying to work through it like you taking all your resources and you're the only person that's making sure that everything is taken care of, or you have a spouse that's there making sure that, okay, we good. Can you depend on him? If you need something, want something, want to buy something, or whatever it is, can you depend on your spouse to make sure that you have what you need and sometimes what you want? Yeah. Women, I know a lot of you who are looking at this, you're single just like me. Tell them what a blessing that is. Tell them what a blessing that is. Another thing. If you have a spouse, if you have a mate who he's loyal to you, he's faithful to you. Is your spouse faithful to you, or he's going around here cheating? You have a faithful spouse. Do you take that for granted? You say, yeah, he ain't cheating or nothing like that. He ain't with no, but no, don't back that up. Back that up. There's no but. That is wonderful. Because again, going to my brothers, they sitting over here, they listening. Brothers, don't y'all know a lot of men who just be running out on their wives and doing all kind of things, being disloyal to their wives, don't you? Yeah, the brother said yes, oh yes. So if you got one that's being faithful to you, oh, that's another one. Check, I got you, brothers. Okay, another thing. When I say, this is not talking about the loyalty boy. If you are in a house, y'all in the house, you and your husband at home, whatever, and your phone rang. I'm sorry about that. My video cut off because my daughter called. But what I was saying, we're talking about loyalty. So ladies, if your phone rings, do you have an issue with your husband? If you're not in the room, your husband answering your phone? Do you have an issue at all with your husband going, looking at someone? Oh, look at who texts you. Somebody, a text message come through. You have a problem with him looking at that? Now, we're not saying this going around disrespecting people's privacy or nothing like that. But hey, we're talking about we husband and wife. There's no issue with it, right? Now, there are so many women too who can attest to this. You don't even hear their phone ring. When they are at home, the phone is on silent or somewhere else. And don't even try to pick up their phone. And if you, like I said, most of them you don't even hear, it's silent. But if you do just so happen to hear their phone ring, baby, you better not pick that phone up, because he is going to have an absolute fit if you answer his phone. And a text message comes through and you look through his phone. Oh, baby, no. That's a no. Now, why? And I'm being very careful about my words, you all. Why? Ladies, we're talking about the other ladies now. In most cases, that women's intuition, it tells us something. Oh yeah, he doing something he ain't got no business doing. But I know that there are men, in marriages, the wife can answer his phone and he can answer hers. He can show, look at this, look at my phone, give her the phone so she can just look at this. She can go through the pictures and he even like, oh my, she got my phone. If she go through their phone, she gonna see. You know why? Because he's loyal. You have one of those ladies, And for the men, for the brothers, if you are that type, let me just make sure I don't want my phone look like it's crooked. That's a good one. That's a good one. Give credit where credit is due. That is a good one. Another point. What about somebody messing with you, this woman? Now, I can tell you this. In that area, baby, somebody messed with Lisa Williams. They had Derek Williams to worry about. Is he going to be a protector for you? Or was he just let anybody do anything to you? No, he protects you. Not only, I know him, okay? A lot of them. They protect their wives. They look after, they even protect their emotions. You know, sometimes you can have good men who sometimes are still a little oblivious to, being in tune with what she's feeling. That's just a normal thing. When I say a normal thing, it don't mean it's a good thing, but it just shows the difference between men and women. We're really in tune emotionally, and sometimes men are not. But that's not a dig on you. It just shows you the different makeups of male and female. But even in that area, sometimes when you bring that to them, if you got a good one and you bring that to their attention, they're gonna try to start working on it. I also thought about this. Now, this may come across as funny to you all, but it ain't funny to me because it's real in my life. If you have to put some furniture together, I'm to my ladies who have these husbands and these spouses, the husband and spouse is the same thing, but you know what I'm talking about. You have these fiancés or boyfriends, whatever it is. And I'm going to say it again, it shouldn't be no boyfriend too long, okay? Hint, hint, ladies. But you all see me on this channel, I'm putting together all kind of furniture, lifting heavy stuff, beds. I'm doing all that by myself. If you want something to be brought in, furniture or whatever, are you doing all the heavy lifting or you just know? No, my husband does all that. I don't do any of that. Don't take that for granted, because for those ladies, the people in my in my shoes, that's a big one, isn't it? You got to do all that by yourself. Look, like I said, it made me sound. Who take your trash out? Funny story about some trash. Just happened yesterday. I took my, changed my trash bag, tied it up, put it by the front door because I'm going to take it out to the dumpster. Now, my dumpster is not close. I mean, but it's not close. So you have to come out my house, go around, come down the alley, go, and so it's so you know. So I took the bag and put it by the door. Changed out put a new bag in, boom. I said, okay, I'm gonna take my trash out. Well, I didn't take the trash out till the next day. Do you all know the ants that came through that front door simply because that bag was right there? Now, you all know that first of all, if you've been looking at me for any time, you know that was like, because I'm a very clean person. I like things in order and organized, but sometimes we just don't feel like it, and that means because if I go outside, I got to have me some earrings on, I got to have my hair done. I don't care if I'm going to the dumpster. Y'all know it. I got to be presentable even when I go out, because I'm going outside. Even if I have a caftan on, I got to be presentable. So I'm like, I put that right there. That trash had all ants coming in my house. Do you know I had to hurry? My granddaughter spotted them, and she came to my house and she spotted them. Grandmama, look. So again, not to get off the beaten path, but I didn't have no husband say, baby, get that trash out. Baby, take the trash out. No, Lisa had to get up and take that trash out. And in this instance, my granddaughter took it off of me. And while I, got all this stuff cleaned up and sprayed and everything. So everything's good now, y'all. But don't take that for granted, that you're not taking no trash out. One more thing, and then when you want to go do something, you know what, I want to look at this movie. Let's look at this movie, or let's sit down at the kitchen table and I'm gonna make a nice dinner. We're gonna have a nice dinner, nice lunch, or whatever. You always have somebody there to be company for you. Or you having to go and just say, well, I'm doing it by myself. And don't believe me, for us who are single, again, hey, sometimes we like a little time by ourselves. We like a little space, but not all the time. Sometimes we would also like somebody to look at a movie with us. Somebody that we can say, you know what, I had a really rough day. And let me tell you about my day. You say, baby, what happened? Somebody to tell you that, or somebody when you having a hard time, when you're going through some issues, when you're going through menopause, somebody can be there sympathizing with you. You can cry, literally cry on somebody's shoulder. I said all that to say, don't take good men for granted. Don't do it, because there are some good men. And when I'm addressing the men, but also addressing women who are in my situation. And let me say this, and I know you all feel the same way, ladies. We, most of us, are single, not because a man don't want us. Most of us are single, not because we can't find nobody. Most of us are single. And when I say by choice, of course, I'm going to get married one day again. First, when my husband first passed, I felt like, no, I never want to get married ever in my life again. That's good for me. That's it. But then 6 years later, yeah, I can see it. But I'm not in a rush. I'm not accepting anything that comes my way. Oh, yes. It's not because, for me and some of my sister girls, it's not because we can't get a man. A lot of times people say, oh, girl, you have been, how long you been? You can't get no. We are not accepting anything. And for these good men that I was talking about, we know when he shows up. We know when he finds us. And this video is not look, don't start saying, well, let me text her, or let me comment on her and say, here, give me my number. Nope, we ain't doing that either. That's not what this video is for. This video is simply to say, for the men who are solid, good men, I applaud you. I know you exist. And I'm going to make a conscious effort not to continue to lump all men together. Because you have some good ones and you got some doozies. But guess what? That's not just men. It's women too. You have some upstanding good women who are good mothers. I mean, just good women. Ladies. Real ladies. And then you got some. Okay? So that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to have that conversation. It has been on my mind. I said I'm going to have this conversation with the village. And I hope you all enjoyed that conversation, because now I'm going to finish my cup of coffee, and then I'm going to end this video. But like all my videos, before I end this video, if you're looking at my face for the first time, go ahead and give me a thumbs up this video if you like it. And if you like it, subscribe to my channel. We have some of the best conversations here. Even in my comments, my village, you all are a group of people that is something else. I appreciate you too. So if you haven't joined, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to have my cup of coffee. I just can't seem to say those words together. My cup of coffee. And in the meantime, really, I want you all to have a good day and do it on purpose. Bye, y'all. Bye, brothers. I'll holler at you.